Hello, and welcome back to Gensou Keifu. In the last part, I started the dreaded map. I'll be honest, I don't remember what chapter this is. This is the map where you have to beat the whole thing with 4 characters in order to unlock the spider and the other two. And so far, it's gone surprisingly well. But I actually haven't really started anything yet because basically I went and dealt with all the bullcrap from the sides. And now I'm actually gonna like fight the enemy on the bridge, and this is apparently when the reinforcements are gonna start, and it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be really, really bad. But you know, here we go. Let's do it. Whoop! YOLO. It's time for Ron and Alice to kill things as they do. I do find it funny how Alice is like so good when she is very small. But that's a thing in Fire Emblem anyway. I know this is definitely a thing with 3 houses. You have a Lysithia, who's like the smallest character, and she just murders everything. And then I never played far enough into Fire Emblem 7, but is that what Nino is like? I think that's what Nino is like. The green one, the green-haired one. But I'm not sure. But the difference between Alice and Lysithia, at least, is that Alice has a defense stat. Oh wow! What does death homing do? What, did that hit me with some random status effect? It did, didn't it? You have Adept? Is that what just happened? There are many things that might have just happened there. Including the fact that, you know, Witch of Death is a very, very good title in this situation, isn't it? Right, her weapon level is increased. I had a B weapon on you, didn't I? Or did I take that off? I honestly can't remember. I might have. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, you have Adept. Doesn't seem to put any sort of static effect on you. Anyway, save, of course. And then go on, Ron! Do it! I believe in you! Yeah, I can't kill anything with green homing, so I have to actually go back to using things. Alright, so, yeah, last time I was talking about Toho music. Yeah, I was talking about, next time I have to play Sega's theme, and then, I guess the one thing I like about Sega's theme, I don't like it that much, is it's one of those Toho songs that has, like, multiple, like, parts layered on top of each other. And, you know, a bunch of songs have that, but there are certain Toho songs where I feel like that is more of an important aspect of the song than the others, so I feel like I need to actually include that in the cover, because it just feels empty without it. The biggest example I know I have of that is Broken Moon, the 10.5 version of it. The thing I really like about that track, and it's the thing that makes it to where I go back, whenever I happen to listen to this version of 7.5, it makes it feel very empty, is it has like multiple voices in it. It's got like the trumpet part, and then it's got like the little, I don't know what it is, oboe or something in the background. So you have one part that goes like do 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 do, and the other part is like do do, and the other part's like da 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 na 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 da 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 da. I don't know. What I'm saying is it's really nice to listen to, and I feel like before I went and made a cover of it, I didn't really listen to the backing part that much, but now I hear it a lot more, and it makes the piece feel a lot more complete. I feel like that's the thing with Toho music and some music in general, is I don't hear it fully for a time, and I guess that makes me not fully appreciate it, but sometimes I'll go back and listen to it, and then I'll actually like fully hear the backing parts that go along with it, and it makes me able to appreciate the track a lot more than I did originally. And, it's gonna be a while before I get to Miko's theme. But that's in Miko's theme as well. Miko's theme has a lot of parts, so I'm really wondering how much I'm actually going to add when I go to it, because there's parts where there are literally like 4 sections on top of each other, and I don't think I can do that with the same instrument and make it sound not terrible. So I'm gonna have to decide like what I include. But one thing I'll definitely include is the part where it goes like, it's like do 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 do. That part where that's the melody in the background. You got like you got the part in the background that goes like da 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 do 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 do, and it's I don't know. I feel like it really adds to that section of the thing. What's also like I've known about that section. It's like it's not like some other tracks where I just didn't notice. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen at all, actually. Aileron. Alright, we need to get to that fairy, or that ghost or whatever, as soon as possible. Actually, can you, like... No, because nobody has 2 rage right now. Thunder only has the most right now. Yeah, we need to get to that fairy. We need to get that ghost as soon as possible. That ghost, like, fucking murdered Ron, jeez. Yeah, actually, I referenced these videos in the Mountain of Faith edit video I made, where I changed Minariko's theme to a Silver Gunner reference remix that referenced these videos. We had those old videos. They're like really old by this point. We're gonna go back to it and see how old they are at this point. It's like, oh no. It's those videos where you have like the Medic from TF2 and he sings the Toho songs by saying the first name of a month. And I remember watching those before. I think I watched those before I even knew what Toho was. I think. It's been a while. Anyway, kill this ghost. But even back then, like in that version of Miko's theme, we were able to clearly hear the backing part because he had the scout making noises to replace that section, so it's very like noticeable. So I've known about that section of Miko's part for a while, even though there's other themes where I don't quite hear some of the more intricate details as much as I should. Man, aren't you special? You're so special how you don't die to Ron's attacks. You're just a special little yokai, aren't you? Now you're dead. See, that's great. Ron's level 30? How high level will they be? Who knows? Oh yeah, I guess I think I never talked about this. It was something I was going to talk about in a Left 4 Dead 2 video, and then I didn't because I got distracted, and I said I'd talk about it later, and then I don't think I ever did. So, you know, you had that time when I played a track in Toho 11, and one thing I noticed about Toho 11's soundtrack that I thought was really neat is how the title theme relates to the ending credits theme. Because the title theme is called, like, Awakening of the Earth Spirits, and the credits theme is called something along the lines, I don't exactly remember, but it's called, like, The Earth Spirits Go Home, or Return of the Earth Spirits, something along those lines. And the thing I find neat about that is those titles are obviously related, and if you actually, like, pay attention to the tracks, you notice that they're actually, like, kind of similar. Because they basically involve, they're both, like, tracks that I think are around a minute long, where, basically both tracks are essentially just the same thing. The first, like, the second half of the track is just the first half of the track, but in a different key. Or something similar. I've said before, I don't exactly know what I'm talking about when I say in a different key. I'm basically saying when I had to make a cover of it, it was different notes when I went and played it back again, despite sounding similar. And I assume that means different key, because I don't know anything about music, despite making music for my channel. But, yeah, it's one thing I find very neat about Toho 11's credits theme. And that's just, not really... It makes me wonder if there's other similar things like that in the series. Where, like, a track is actually more similar to a different track, if you actually, like, think about how it is composition-wise. But again, not a music theory guy. But just like going back to Toa 13, one thing that's funny is that, I mean, I haven't played it yet, so it might be more different than I thought, but from what I can tell just by listening to it, the credits theme is just Desire Drive again, but slightly slower, and I think it is in a different key, but other than that, it sounds like the same song. It might not have, like, the do-do-do-do-do parts, but it definitely has the Alright. Man. It makes you think that we're almost done with this map, huh? Because there's only this much... I mean, there's a lot of enemies, but when it comes to movement-wise, there's that much map left. But then you remember the condition is root the enemy, and you know what this game loves to do? The condition is root the enemy, don't you? Gosh. I should heal Alice. Yeah, I should actually heal Alice. Thing is, she's got vulneraries. Ron, can you... You have 40. You can kill this thing, right? Barely. 27 is not actually a kill because Yokai has a million HP for some reason, but this is a kill. Alright, you need to miss this because you only have a 24% chance of hitting it. There you go. You, Gary! Yeah, I gave Yukari a defense up before this, so she has like, I think she has like 4 more defense now than she did earlier. But still, she's got like 22 defense. So she had like 20 defense or something for this map start. She might have had less than that, she might have gotten some defense level up since then. But yeah, something funny is when I was rewatching that part of the Ask3FM pod, just to get an idea of what's gonna happen here. His Yukari had like 14 defense. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that was him getting really unlucky or me getting lucky, but that's a significant decrease in the amount of defense. But it's not exactly like it matters because Ron is doing everything anyway. Yukari's just here. Yep. Very, very slowly coming towards the Raijin magic. Oh, there's more. There's really more. Yep, just gotta watch all these enemies snipe me from across the map. Be fun. There. What is Tengu doing? When is Tengu gonna attack me? I don't know. I'm in the range. They just haven't attacked me yet for some reason. Oh, I can see the map! I can see the map. Woo! Sniping on the bridge. It zoomed out for some reason. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. How many times am I gonna do this? Stupid voice. Be careful. Alice is gonna run out of everything by the end of this. But it's okay, she'll be like level 35 and be able to kill everything with ranky magic. Again, I should have checked what Death Homing does. I was gonna do that, and I forgot. Anyone else have that? You do. What does Death Homing do? Alright. I don't know what just happened, but the game like broke for a second. I did it again. Okay. Alright, I can't check this enemy. I can't check this enemy either. You know what? I haven't tried trading since that time it broke the game. That might not be a consistent issue in this game. In fact, I don't think it is. I just assumed it is. It might just happen then because it just happened there where me trying to check this enemy broke the game. I don't know. Don't check this enemy apparently because it breaks the game. Except it doesn't permanently break it. It goes back, but it acts weird for a second. Ron's homing level. Woo! You're doing it, Ron. It's Tank. Oh, it's Yamamis. Oh, they're all coming at me. Oh no. Will they be able to do anything? Some random Tengu number 27 with my crit. Isn't it great how this stuff has such a high crit rate despite having no hit rate? So if you just get really unlucky, you can just die to a crit. That's great. Again, you can save every turn. Yeah. Now, you can imagine, like, not being able to save every turn is, like, a given in every Fire Emblem game. But this game is so stupid that not saving every turn is something that you should something that would make like a decent challenge video. Can I beat this freaking game without being able to save every turn? Or could you imagine an Iron Man run of this game? Iron Man run is where you don't reset when a unit dies in classic mode. That sounds like a very, very bad time. And then this game isn't that popular, so you probably wouldn't get that many views for it, so it wouldn't be worth that either. So it's probably something that no one will ever do unless someone who's already done it and really hate themselves. Yep. How stupid do I want this to be? Because I could just, like, have Alice walk up to these guys and see what happens. I kind of want to do that because these guys, they're stupid Raijin magic. I just want to get rid of them. You know what is this? It's a magic circle. Yep. Just put Alice here. Give her Nosferatu, put her in front of all the enemies, and I'm just gonna see what happens. We're going full awakening. I have given Thardra and or Henry a Nosferatu, and they're going to stand in front of the enemies and kill them all. Alice is gonna reach level 40 before the end of this map. She's level 35. Is the max level 40? It might be. It's just still going. It runs back here. See what happens. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, you have Human Slayer, even though Alice... Actually, is Alice a human? Yeah, I think she is, because her backstory in Windows, at least, is that she was a human that became a yokai, so I guess she was a human when she was in Makai, even though it's a place filled with demons. I can't fall yet. Yeah, I think in Fantasy Maiden Wars, they made Alice adopted. So she was like Alice's daughter despite being a human. And that's how they explained it. Man, Fantasy Maiden Wars, that is a game that I hope I can play at some point. Yeah. But don't want to do it till Complete Box is translated, and from what I keep hearing, that may never happen. But if it does, I'll play it then. And the thing about Fantasy Maiden Wars Complete Box is that it's 4 video games in 1 video game, so if I ever decide to play that game, it would probably be the only thing I play on this channel for like a year. But you know, I'd have fun with it. Don't celebrate after you beat me, it makes me envious. Still going. Alice is still leveling up. But honestly, this is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be a horrible experience. It's just funny. Watching Alice just kill everything. I mean, it's very, very slow. And it's probably gonna get really stupid when a bunch of enemy reinforcements show up. But the fact that Alice just killed all 3 of those guys, and they did absolutely nothing to her, is hilarious. Alice, the murderer of the world. Yep, you're still here with your long-range crap. You're to strike a run from across the map. Except not, because you have a hit rate of 1. How have I not noticed your hit rate's actually that bad? Wow. You literally can't hit Ron. You were just doing this to waste my time. You can't hit me. Or maybe you can, because apparently, like, I missed... In the last map, there were parts where I missed things that were above 100% chance to hit, so if that can miss, maybe 0% chance can hit. Maybe these numbers don't mean anything. Maybe I'm just being lied to. Alice isn't gaining experience anymore. She's not gaining any more experience. The game's like, you're done. You can't anymore. Done with you. You don't even need to use the absorb magic. Barely got hit during that whole thing. Can't beat him. Yep. They're slowly getting there. Yep. Alice really cleared the area, didn't she? There are a lot less enemies here now than there were earlier. Shame I'm not getting more EXP for it, but like Alice is such a high level, she's kind of set for like a majority of the game at this point. Koichi, what are you even doing? Oh, you have long range wind magic for some reason. You got a whopping 11 chance to hit. Thanks for that. Anyway, we'll turn the video game. This is funny. I'm actually glad it turned out like this. I was expecting to have a miserable time. This is kind of fun. Just how ridiculously stupid this is. Oh, you have ghost! Oh no! Oh, but you can't counterattack me because long-range magic sometimes can't counterattack at close range targets. Alright. Yeah, is there anything... Raijin magic, that's what it was. Trade for my broken absorb magic. Trade my searing magic for my almost broken windblade magic. Right. Raijin magic, yeah! That's B rank magic that I've had on Alice for a while, but then I got rid of. Because I didn't think she'd actually reach B rank this map, but she did. She did. Anyway, she just lost this blazing magic. Here comes the go. No, it's got a crit, but it missed. Very, very slowly going through this. This is actually kind of cathartic, if I'm being honest. After all the shit the game put me through in the last map, the fact that I can just kind of kill things is pretty great. But it's gonna get really dumb though, because I can already see there's a bajillion cap up there that all spawned in presumably one turn. So yeah, this is about to get really bad. Really, really bad with the reinforcements. I don't know, it seems like in some Fire Emblem games, when you kill the boss, the game stops with the stupid reinforcements, even if it's a route map, but I don't think this game does that. I think I'm going to, even after I kill the Kamages over there, quote-unquote kill, you don't kill important characters in Fire Emblem games, if we're killing anyone at all. Okay, stop bugging out. Oh, yep, still do that. That actually had a 36% chance to hit. Man, it's a good thing I'm getting lucky, because if I wasn't getting lucky, I'd be really upset. Alright. Just, Oh, Koishi's right there. I can kill her right now. How about I go ahead and do that? Alright. Oh, Alice. Game, stop glitching out here. I'm gonna kill this problem child over here. Goodbye. Have any heal? Apparently that... Oh, you take significantly less damage from magic, do you? Aren't you special? Okay, so she's not dead yet. Spirit bombing. Alice must kill the ghost. Although it's not... I mean, even if we are killing people in this game, what happens when we kill the ghosts? I don't know. I think they might have even said that in the chapter that we are killing the ghosts. So are we just like putting them? I don't know. Total's afterlife is so needlessly complicated that I don't even want to bother thinking about it. Oh yes, you have reincarnation, and you have you have Yamas that judge you, but you also have heaven, which you can go to if you're good, but you can also do it if you become a hermit or something, and then there's hell, and then there's former hell. Like, the fact that hell is just a place that you can, that they just up and moved from to a bigger one that apparently is just infinite, is just like, what's going on here? They're underworld rabbits, too. What do you think they do? They eat underworld carrots? Is that even a thing with tall rabbits? I know they have a thing for, like, the whole Dongo thing. But are they even, like, depicted having an affinity for carrots? I don't know. Oh, I guess speaking of the whole Dongo thing, let's talk about moon people for a minute. I remember one thing that I thought was stupid about the moon people is how they have, like, they have their rabbit slaves, like, pound mochi for all eternity, and I thought that was stupid, because, like, surely if they have this advanced, society or whatever, surely they could just make a machine that can pound things better than that. Oof, 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 ha 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 ha, ha. And I found out later, it's actually stupider than that. See, they're not pounding mochi for any, like, practical reason. They do it because blah blah blah, to atone for the sin of who the fuck cares. So yeah. Apparently, all these rabbit slaves, they have to do that because, some random lore reason that I don't care about. You were supposed to kill that thing in one hit. Yep. All those reinforcements are coming. They're very slowly coming. One day they'll reach me. Look at Alice just jumping up and down. Isn't she so excited to murder half the civilization of the underground? I'm gonna go back to Shanky, and Shanky's like, "Hey Alice, what did you do?" "Well, I killed 500 people." "Wow, Alice, that's not good." "In fact, that's very bad. You're now grounded." "What? But I did such a good job. I saved did all the things. I helped people. But yeah, you killed a lot of people, Alice. That's not very good." Speaking of a lot of people, there's a lot of people on the screen. I don't know. There's nothing better to do here than just, I don't know, try to kill Satori as fast as possible and hope in blind vain that that makes the reinforcement stop. It won't. It will not. Alice is not gaining EXP at this point. The game has said you're done. Which I think is kind of bullshit, game. If you're gonna make me go through this, maybe... Should I just throw her on here? Sure, whatever. She'll probably be fine. And if she won't, well then I'll restart the save, I guess. You're going off the run. Critical hit. And the ghost is now dead. I like how Ron and Yukari are still getting experience for some reason. I guess they've killed less things. Why does Yukari have such a high magic stat? Did she, like, gain the ability to use something magic related when she promoted and I just wasn't paying attention? Yeah, that was one thing I was going to do. Was I was going to look at characters that are promoted and see if they could use different weapons, maybe give them to them, but then I realized I would only be able to use 4 units this entire game, so I didn't print this entire map, so I didn't bother changing the inventories of anyone that isn't these 4. I mean, you gotta think, Ron and Yukari, just as a pair-up, are this powerful together. Probably because they're S-supported. Like, I'm gonna be honest here, this is probably my biggest crunch here, is the fact they still are S-supported. So they probably have, like... In fact, I'll check Ron's stats in a second, if I can. I don't know if I can. I might be stuck on Yukari, because the thing with this game, you can't go back sometimes. But yeah, if they're this good together, I imagine the Trinity just is broken. I mean, it seemed to be so far. I can't think of a single time where the Trinity had anything that was looking bad for it. Yep, I'm just surrounded by enemies, and they're very slowly gonna come at me. We're like almost turn 30 here, and they really threw more reinforcements at me. Anyway, goodbye, random yokai. I need you to move so I can throw a Ron at Satori. Yeah, the game refuses to give me more HP. Maybe I should kill Satori with Alice. just so she can get XP, but honestly, I don't think so. She's level 38. I didn't even she's level 30. Oh boy! Goodbye, Satori. Goodbye. Oh, save. Did I save this turn? The very off chance that something goes wrong here. Goodbye, Satori. You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? Oh, you didn't. I have been getting really lucky this map. Like, I can't think. There's maybe been, like, what, 1 or 2 of these 30% that have hit me? But, you know, considering what the last map was, I think I deserve a bit of luck. So as I thought, I'm bad at direct combat. I love how these characters have the exact same death codes they did, like, 10 plus chapters ago. Good level up run. Very good level up. Now go on this tile. So I guess, I'm gonna see if I can put Ron. I got Ron on this tile. I'm gonna see if I can put Alice on the other tile, and they're just gonna kill things. Oh, it's gonna take even longer because they all have long range, and I have nothing to do with long range. That's great. I need Alice to kill all the things in long range. Yep, this is the rest of the map. I've killed Satori. I don't know if they're gonna throw more enemies at me. They might. Yep. Absolutely nothing for poor Alice. She gets nothing. No EXP. I'm bleeding EXP at this point. Imagine all the enemies. Imagine all the allies I could be giving EXP to right now, but I'm not because I'm doing this challenge because I want to recruit more allies that will be underleveled. Except they shouldn't be. I mean, if the crew from last time were all promoted, then these 3 should be, right? Right? Time for Alice to continue to be the child behind the slaughter. Right, this is one thing I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know if I should talk about it because I don't know if I'd be able to like properly say it, like saying it wrong or whatever. But I'll try to say it anyway. You know, I've said before I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the darker aspects of, like, Toho lore and the fan stuff that comes from it. And, one thing I thought of recently that I could use is, like, maybe, like, a comparison as to why I feel that way is, might seem a little out there, but come on a journey with me, and I'll try to explain it. So, I've said before that I've said before in a SpongeBob episode that there was a time in my life where I watched the, you know, the horse show, that show. It was a very long time ago. I think I was like 11 or 12. It was before I got into Toho, and I got into Toho when I was around like 13. So, it's a very long time ago. But, yeah, the thing about that show is that it's a show made for children that is liked by a bunch of like adults and teenagers, and the thing about that is when you have a series like that, there's inevitably going to be like darker stuff made about it, even though it's like a children's show that has like nothing dark in it. I mean, it might have. I mean, I'm sure there might have been some like darker lore in that show, but I never watched past like season 3, so I don't remember there being anything more than like there's the funny Discord guy. I remember that guy. That guy was funny. But yeah. Because of that, the brief period where I knew about that show, I like knew about some of them, and like looking back at like some of the darker stuff that people wrote about that show, when you go back and think about it later, you realize that it's some of the most like absurd and hilarious stuff when you just think about it, because you have the one where it's like the one where Pinkie Pie, she like tortures Rainbow Dash and turns her into cupcakes or whatever, and that's just really funny to think about because it's just like this pink horse who can somehow hold knives or whatever, and she's somehow turning human flesh into tasty cupcakes somehow, and that's just the thing. People were scared of that, and and that's just really funny. The other one that was really funny was the Rainbow Factory one, where it turns out that, because they showed like the Rainbow Factory in an episode for like a second, and that somehow turned into, well, I think it started with they made a song out of it. That song's actually really good, but besides the point, they wrote a story based on that song, and the story turned out to be that apparently the Society of Flying Horses, they have a secret government-run eugenics program, where basically if you fail your state-mandated flight test, the government kidnaps you, and they kill you by torturing you to death in a machine that makes rainbows. And that is the funniest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life, because it's so stupid, and the fact that like that's taken seriously, that was like taken seriously at some point, is just hilarious to think about. And like basically going back to what I was trying to like say here, when you have like the darker stuff about total lore, where you have like, you know, Rumia, whenever she shows up, she talks about eating people, whatever, I just kind of roll my eyes, because to me, and this might just be because like I'm not really into like anime and stuff as your average Toll fan is. So when I think of anime, I normally think of like the Pokemon and stuff that I watched when I was little. And then the only anime I've ever actually gone out of my way to watch is Ichijo, and that's not exactly a very mature anime, is it? So it's probably mainly a me thing, where I associate the anime art style with more child-friendly stuff than the average Toho fan probably does. Then I also, like, I think I've said before, the only manga I've ever read is Toho manga, so I haven't gone much there. But basically, what I'm trying to say here is when, the idea of Rumia or some other, like, cutesy Toho character going around killing and eating people, in my mind, is just as like, stupid as Pinkie Pie turning Rainbow Dash into a cupcake. It's the same level of absurd and stupid in my mind, so I literally can't take it seriously. So anytime it gets brought up, I just get completely taken out of anything that's supposed to be happening. Unless it's supposed to be funny. Because it is funny. And I guess, like, you know, the difference, I guess the difference is supposed to be, well, you know, like, all the dark stuff that was about MLP, you know, that was just, like, fan stuff that people made, but when it comes to, like, dark stuff, oh, you know, that actually happened, you know? Because, you know, yokai eat people, and Rumia said something about eating people in EOSD, ignoring the fact that the majority of EOSD's dialogue is absolute nonsense that's not to be taken seriously, but, you know, ignore that. Eating people needs to be Rumi's entire character. And that just makes me think of another analogy. So imagine that for whatever reason, Hasbro or whatever, they decided to reboot MLP because it was, like, popular or whatever. And they wanted to, like, appeal to, like, their adult audience, so they decided to, like, put it on Adult Swim. So it was allowed to be more darker. And they, for whatever lulz reason, decided that they were gonna make cupcakes canon. So it's now canon in the horse show universe that Pinkie Pie goes around turning people into cupcakes very violently. Would that, like, suddenly make it any less stupid? Because wouldn't make it any less stupid for me. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to, like, the whole yokai eating people thing, it just comes across to me as really stupid. So whenever that's, like, a plot point in anything, I'm at best going to find it ironically funny, and at worst, I'm going to find it really boring because you're trying to make me take something this stupid seriously. Yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to say here. And the map is thankfully almost over. This didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. I thought they were going to keep throwing a million units at me, but they haven't. The game is thankfully almost done. Save, and then kill this fairy, and then I can go on with my life. Oh my gosh, I can go on with my life. Isn't that exciting? And I'm still done after this. This is the only thing I'm doing. This map is the only thing I'm doing today. Actually, what I might do... 40 minutes here. I'm definitely going to read the start of the next cutscene. I'm wondering if, since it might be a while before I play this game again, I might just say screw it and then read. I was about to say read the supports. there's going to be one support from this, and it's Allison and Miko. So I guess that's what I can do. I can read the ending of this map, and then I can read the intro cutscene to the start of the next map, and then I can read this one support that happened out of this. There you go! Alex killed the ghost! That was a map. We lost!
Hey, what do you think of Satori's actions?
What do you mean, action? What do you think it means?
Don't you think it's weird? We've done nothing but harass them, so why did they show up to help us?
Why did only attacking with 4 people make you think of this? That's true. However, last time people from the service came here, we fought with them. So isn't this the same? I think I have some idea. But either way, it doesn't matter to us.
That's right. But don't you care?
If I said I didn't care, I'd be lying. Yeah, both of you really just want to follow that human, right?
Yeah, that's not wrong.
So, Yamame, what should we do? Well, why not? Let's follow them.
Hey, wait up! Don't leave without me!
I'm not gonna let you leave me behind here.
Hey-o! Mr. Bucket.
Huh? You guys?
Hey, you guys, you're going to the Palace of the Air Spirit, right?
It's a cat. It's scratching. She, like, looks at me, too. Stop it! Literally looks at me, and then goes back to scratching it, and I have to get up. It's like, oh, I should probably stop the scratching thing. Yeah. Orin. Speaking of Orin, it's my cat's name, by the way. If I mentioned that in the series, probably not. Orin's not in this game. Noku isn't either. So another thing I wanted to talk about was, that I forgot about till now, was the weird decisions of what characters aren't in this game. But I'll talk about that next time, I guess, if I remember, because I've finished the map now.
I was wondering if I could go with you.
Eh? It's because Kazuma is always worried about those Satori yokai that somehow translated to gotta kill before you. Like, what? This cutscene has absolutely nothing to do with what we just did. How, without being told, what in the game tells you that you need to beat this map with 4 units? What? I was thinking about waiting and seeing what would happen instead. That's right, so it's not like we're doing this for you or anything. Bakabitai. If there's something strange going on, we want you to stop it, that's all. That's it, we were wondering if we could follow you there, so this is a good thing?
I wouldn't say it's a good thing necessarily.
Yukari, they'd like to cooperate, I still see no reason to refuse. Yeah, this should be fine. Thanks, you guys, I'm glad you're helping us.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, leave it with us. Fufu. This was much easier than I expected. People, everyone's thoughts are coming in. Pain, suffering, anger. Everyone is coming in. No, I hate it. No, stop it. I don't want to hear it anymore. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I remember what they do next part. You can probably guess. This is very rushed. Like, Koishi's just showed up, and all of a sudden it's like, we're doing this now. Koishi, what's wrong? I'm here with you. Big sis, no more, I'm sick of it. Help me. I can't stay here any longer. Let's go back to the Palace of the Air Spirits. Once we're back, you won't have to suffer anymore. Is that true? Really? Yes, return. Back home I go. Not even like... This version of events doesn't even, like, make sense. Isn't the whole reason Koishi closed her eyes because, like, people, like, hated her and stuff? Right now it just seems like she's absorbing a bunch of negative thoughts, and that's what's making her hate it. Whatever. Yeah, that's right. It's all right now, Koishi. Ikari Yakubo, I know you can hear me. Yes, I can. Even though I'm all the way over here, and you were over there. Where's the caveman? If you're still there, I mean, we killed you. Like, where'd you go to after that? Where are you right now? I understand what you're doing, punishing those who invade the surface, and you might be justified, but that doesn't mean I can overlook what you're doing in the underworld. If you can continue, we'll fight, and we won't hold back. Well, wait, we're not here to fight. We don't want to fight against the entire underworld. Your words are wasted. This battle is inevitable. So this is how it will be, Satori Komeiji. It seems you understand the situation. That's right. We can't let you go any further without a fight. That's why. Human, thank you for your straightforward feelings. With that in mind, we must fight. To test each other's resolves. And a bit ironic that, like, the 3 underworld characters that were, like, far more into fighting people are currently on my team, and now Satori, who didn't want to do this earlier, now suddenly wants to do this. Whatever, game. We can't afford to go about wastefully sacrificing ourselves. Come to it, at the Palace of the Air Spirits. Let's settle this there. Well, if we're killing people, then you aren't needlessly killing people, because we're going to kill everyone that you're defending. It's going to defend you. Whatever. That makes sense. Even in this place, I'd want to avoid an all-out war in the village. Thank you for your understanding, then please hurry. Big sis, why is she so sad? I don't know, can't you read her mind and know why she's so sad? You know what her exact thoughts are? It's kind of your thing. Feelings transmitted.
This was unexpected. I could have never guessed that the Komeiji family would join the battle.
This is Smash Brothers, Rod. What are you talking about? Yeah, those Satori yokai were always against fighting the surface. It seemed to join us. But we did just kind of come in and start attacking, so they can't just do nothing. That said, I'm still shocked that they're really doing this. Well, they couldn't just overlook the fact that we were attacking the underworld citizens, even if they attacked first. That's right. I just wanted to talk, but we ended up being attacked. This isn't our fault.
That might be so. But that doesn't mean Satori's can simply let us trample upon their citizens. But we can't back down now. We need to see this to the end. And if things go wrong, we'll just have to deal with it. Though I do wish there was some other way of dealing with this. We have to give it our all. When you believe in something, you have to do your best to achieve it. Reach it even.
Yeah. Lady Miko, did you eat something bad? It's not like you to be so serious.
Ooh, well, I might have eaten a couple mushrooms I saw growing around here.
Underground? Oh god, that's not very good. Why would you eat something you found lying on the ground? I like having been paying attention to all these weird expressions that Yoki's ghost F is making.
Of course, I understand that Lady Yuko wouldn't die from poisonous mushroom, but still.
Well, if everyone's ready, it's about time to head out. Don't hesitate, just fight. After all this is over, then we'll talk with them. Build a new and better relationship with each other, because that's what we came here to do. Okay, I understand. This time we'll end it for real, for the surface, and everyone in the underworld, too. Alright. What are we looking at? Well, yep, this looks like a map, alright. It might even be a decent one. Anyway, they're here. They're promoted, like they should be. That's good. Guess I could... Yeah, go ahead and deselect everyone and I'll deal with this crap later. So go ahead and look at these three. I went through all that to get. You got Yamame here. She's the creeping terror. That's what she is. Yeah, she is. Look at that smile. Yeah, Beast, of course. Can poison people. Makes sense. You can fight humans. Which, now that I think about it, how many human enemies are in this game? Are there human enemies in this game at all? I don't think there are. It's kind of useless. That's okay, but like, nothing's above 50, and 50 is skill. Yeah, that's honestly really not that great. I don't have to select you, and you're like automatically selected for some reason. I didn't tell you to do that. Alright, what are you looking like, Mr. Bucket? Monster of the well! You can make people dizzy or something, right? I mean, they come with B in stats. You can stun people, give you advantage. 65 defense, that makes sense for you. I mean, 40 strength. Yeah, you're alright. Yeah, being fast and homing. Yeah, I'll be honest, the weapon triangle is really not something I pay attention to much in this game, so I don't even know if... And E-weapons are really bad, so I said I would, like, maybe give some characters some weapons after they promoted, but, like, that might just be for the healing stuff, because I just don't think giving people E-rank weapons is worth it. It's normally not worth it in Fire Emblem, if I'm being honest, but I normally do it anyway, but this time I won't. Probably. Maybe I will, I change my mind all the time. You confuse people, and you occasionally attack twice. How is that different from Adept? I don't know. Does that mean you can... I don't know what that means. Does that mean if I attack an enemy, I can attack an enemy again? I don't know. If that's the case, that's like never procced. Or C. Well, you got 50% speed growth, that's pretty good. 30% strength growth isn't awful. 45% defense growth is pretty good. I mean, your res is crap. You're alright. I mean, they're not great, but, I mean, they were worth it. That wasn't, like, a complete pain in the ass like I was expecting it to be. It just ended up being really boring. Which made it take a lot longer than what it otherwise. Anyway. the one support that came out of this. We're suddenly back here. Look at the on statues. They're not on yet. They won't be on for another, like, 4 years or something. Then this goes there, and the right hand. Which finger was it again? Ah, everything got tangled up before I knew it. Huh. Why do the shrine grounds have to be so large? Yukari doesn't help with cleaning, saying that it's my responsibility as shrine maiden. Can't she help out at least once? Oh, is that Alice over there? I wonder what she's doing in a place like this. Ah, finally fixed it. Hello. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Well, what are you doing in the middle of nowhere? Middle of nowhere? Well, I can't deny it. This is the Hajimari Shrine, and I'm the shrine maiden here. Didn't you know? I think I've heard about it. So, this is where the Hajimari Shrine is? Well, I was looking for a place to practice my dolls, and I found this place. Dolls, huh? Do they usually have strings attached to them? Yeah? Is this the first time you've seen one? Look, with the thread I can make them move. Whoa, amazing. It looks like it's really alive. Oh, I'm happy it worked. It's better to practice with someone else watching. If you like, you can watch. Yep. Do it again. Do it again. Haha, do you like it that much? Well, that's the end of the puppet show. Thank you for watching. Again. Again. Hey, that's all I've got. I want to see more. Ooh, your reaction was so fun that I ended up getting carried away. I never thought I'd have to show you all the stuff I had on hand. I'm exhausted. Oh, sorry. Did I push you too hard? I never imagined the doll would move like that, and I was so impressed. Don't worry about it. Hearing those words, that makes it all worth it. Huh. I feel like I've seen something amazing. My heart's still pounding. Well then, what if I told you I could do something even more amazing? Something better than moving dolls with both hands? Are you going to use your feet too? Nope, I can't do that. Yet. But good as that is, this is even better. Gulp. Want to see it? Well, what a shame. I haven't prepared it today. What? You're gonna tease me like that? Nah, I'll get it ready for you next time. Please look forward to the next performance. Promise, right? Of course. Isn't cleaning the shrine grounds more important, though? Been a long time coming. Ah, I totally forgot about it. Oh, maybe Alice could help. See you later. Wow, she's already left. Taking away people's time. Puppetry sure is scary. You know, this just made me wonder, the On statues. I remember On talks about in Wild Horn Hermit how she's like, she was sentient when she was those statues, but like, how long have those statues been there, and how much does she remember? It's a question I never really thought about until now. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. It's just something I thought of. Anyway, in the next part, I will do probably a lot of inventory management, because now I actually have, like, a bunch of characters to worry about, not just 4 of them. And then we'll start the next map, and then... I don't know. I really hope the game is done with really bad maps, because the last map was really bad, and I was expecting this map to be bad, but the fact that this map was fine, despite the stupid gimmick, makes me hope that the rest of this game will be fine. I for the most part like this game, even though I've gotten really angry at points, but I really hope the game doesn't make me regret the decision with its final maps. But who knows? Anyway, next part, I'll play the next map. See you then, bye.